Hello, my mathematicians. I apologize for being out today, but I promise I'll be back to shape next week. Now, for today's lesson, because it is pre-Halloween, I know you guys are pumped up, whether you're celebrating Halloween at home or you are going out, stay safe. But we are going to review on how to convert rational numbers, okay? On our CA1, it was one of our lowest scores on mastering fractions, decimals, and percents. So today is going to be a big review day for that. Now, if you have your notebook, your math interactive notebook, please open up to page 2 and review over the steps on how to change fractions to decimals, decimals to percents, percents to fractions, and etc. If you don't have your notebook with you, the notes are also available on my Canvas page, and I've also inserted this video here for you to click on, okay? But most of you, I know for sure, have that in your journal, so y'all are good to go. So let's go ahead and start, and I need you guys to help me figure out this problem. I have an issue. Here it is. So Ms. Nguyen went to the store to buy some Halloween candy, and honestly guys, if I was there, I'd pass out some candy for y'all, okay? But she could not resist to eat some for herself. I do have a sweet tooth, okay? She ate a part of a chocolate Hershey bar as represented below. So here's the Hershey bar, and the shaded part represents how much I ate. View the model below and answer the following question. What fraction would represent how many sections of Hershey pieces are eaten out of this bar? So looking at the model, how many are shaded and how many are total, how would you guys write this fraction? As you can see here, I started counting how many are shaded. So here we have a total of 6 shaded pieces, which means the part is 6. I ate a total of 6 pieces. And in the whole bar, there's a total of 8. So my fraction should be 6 over 8. If you got 6 over 8, congratulations. You guys know how to represent fractions by modeling. Now, next challenge. Can 6 over 8 be simplified? Think about that. If they can't be simplified, what would it be? If you all were to simplify 6 over 8, you should get 3 over 4, okay? Because both numbers are even, they can be divided by 2. If you would like a visual representation, you can see that I am able to actually create 3 equal pieces out of how many are shaded. So each piece actually has 2, which is what it means when I divide by 2 pieces. And I actually get a total of 3 shaded out of the extra 4 piece here. So it's 3 out of 4. So here I am modeling my simplified fraction. Next question. Now convert your simplified fraction into decimal form. So I want you guys to take the time and convert 3 over 4 into a decimal. Okay, now let's go ahead and hope that you converted correctly. Here is a video showing you how to complete your conversion. To convert a fraction to a decimal, you must divide. So here we have our simplified fraction, and we're going to label it numerator divided by denominator. What we can remember is that the numerator goes inside your division house. Your denominator stays outside. So here we're going to have 3 divided by 4. Okay? 4 can go into 3 0 times. So I'm going to go ahead and pop up my decimal place and add another 0. 4 can go into 30, how many times? On the right side, you guys can have your multiples of 4 on the side. Okay, and then let's stop there. So 4 can go into 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8, but it's 7 times. 4 times 7 is 28. going to have to go ahead and borrow. 10 minus 8 is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. Now I have a remainder, but I want to continue on because I'm trying to change it to a decimal form, okay? 4 can go into 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And now I'm left with no remainder. So I just solved for my decimal form. 3 over 4 equates to 0 and 75/100ths. So our decimal form should be 0 and 75/100ths. Now, your last goal, class, is to change that decimal form into a percent. And remember that percent is always out of 100. So what is 75/100ths as a percent? I hope you got it right. Here is a video explaining to you how to change a decimal into a percent. Our final step, class, is to convert our decimal into a percent form. So remember, changing a fraction to a decimal, we divide. Changing a decimal to a percent, remember percent is always out of 100, so we multiply by 100. Now, we can go ahead and do 75/100ths and multiply that by 100, okay? Now, remember my tricks of tens. When you multiply by 10, add a 0 at the end. Well, here, when you multiply by 100, you would add 2 zeros at the 100, correct? That only applies for whole numbers. Here we have a decimal. So there's 2 ways to do this. You guys can do it the original way, which I will show you both, or you can do the shortcut way. For the original way, you can multiply by 100. 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 1 is 5. I have my placeholder. 7 times 0 is 0, 7 times 0 is 0, 7 times 1 is 7. Add up together. 0, 0, 5, 7. But remember, my answer is not going to be 7,500. When I multiply by decimals, I need to scoop, okay? So here I recognize that I have 2 numbers behind my decimal, so that means I need to scoop back 2 places to the left. So my answer here is going to be 75%. Not 75 the whole number, but 75%. Okay? We can do our shortcut way where when you are multiplying by 100, all you do is move your decimal place 2 places to the right. And now it's in the new, your decimal's in the new spot, which is behind the 5. And then you just add a percent sign. Okay, so there's 2 ways to show your work on how to change a decimal to a percent. Now the whole goal, class, is to review on how to convert your rational numbers, fractions, decimals, and percents. All of these equal each other. They're all equivalent. Okay? 3 over 4 was the same as our original fraction, 6 over 8, which we now know is the same as this percent form, 75%, which is 75 out of 100. Okay? All of these fractions are equivalent. They're all equal to each other. And that is how you convert fractions, decimals to percents. Okay, so if you were able to complete all of the questions correctly, kudos to you. You've mastered how to change a fraction decimal to a percent. Now, there is a Flipgrid challenge for all of you to identify the error of these 2 people who tried to solve a problem. One of them is right, one of them is wrong, and I want you guys to determine who is right and who is wrong and why.